Hello. I just want to make a quick video talking about a movie I watched on Netflix today by the name of Death Note. Was it the movie or Death Note? It's the one with Light Turner. Instead of Light Yagami, Light Turner. I'm in physical pain. And I watched it all the way through today, and I wanted to give a couple of thoughts as to why it's not good in comparison to the original, and why it seems more like a parody than an actual adaptation. So first of all, what we know about Light Yagami is he's smart. He would basically do anything to maintain his position because he believes he's making the world a better place. We know about Misa Misa. If she loves Light, she would do anything for him, and she is determined to help with his plans. What we know about L is he's very calculating, he's very to the point, and he tries to get things done in as many steps as he needs, but also in a way that keeps everything careful and calculated. In the movie, Light Yagami is an angsty teenager who makes decisions based on his own preferences and doesn't have some kind of god complex. He just kind of mentions, oh, we can be gods because we have to make that little reference to the manga. He tries way too hard to just force his way into things, and he tries to make it like a calculated thing where he's like, I'm gonna act like I'm from Japan, but in turn he had his first thing, or the first like general thing, that's a murder with the guy within Seattle. It was a really stupid thing that like Gami would not have done. Misa Misa, now named Mia, is a girl in his class, not a idol, which made her very endearing before, who's just an asshole. She loves Light, but to the point where she would steal and threaten to kill him, and it's just not her. It is a completely different character that's just basically, what if we took her and made her her opposite? Dumb, doesn't really love Light, and all that. It bothered me really, really badly. Then L, we know him calculating in the manga. However, in the movie, he makes a lot of mistakes. He goes on national television. He like reveals himself very, very easily to someone who he could easily suspect, and he assumes that Light kills via name and a face, but he reveals his face anyway. And then he goes and meets up with Light in a cafe, which is stupid when he knows that he's Kira and he knows he needs a face, and then he reveals his face to Light based on one thing where he assumes that Light only needs a face and a name. If he was being careful, he wouldn't have done that. Then Watari gets taken out of the picture, and Light goes insane and starts chasing, or L goes insane and starts chasing Light with a gun. He chases Light with a gun through the streets of Seattle and gets knocked out by a hero worshiper. And then I guess at the end we kind of get Death Note fan service where Light's actually smart and makes a bunch of plans that actually make sense. But they set like 100 rules instead of like, what was it, 6 in the actual anime for the Death Note. And then what they also do is the non-keepers can't see Ryuk, which is it's so stupid. But you know what? As horrible as it was, if you think of it as a standalone instead of thinking of it as a Death Note adaptation, or thinking of it as a parody, it's not a horrible movie, and it can be enjoyed in some way. So I'm not gonna say that it's awful, 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 but because this scene. However, I am going to say that it's a solid 6 out of 10. It does not do justice to what the original manga intended, but I guess it is kind of funny to be a parody to that kind of thing that we all enjoyed in the past.